Hi, I'm Julian Friers and we are at the Black Box. We've called it In Concert. Hopefully that implies the fact that it's music based, so although it's all imagery, there's a music content, and the common denominator is that all these people are involved in the music business in Ireland in one way or another. The reason it's put together is because, well, I've been a wildlife painter for the last lot of years. But I've always done a little bit of portraiture in between that. There's always been one or two coming on every year, and I suppose latterly my two sons have been very involved in the music business, so I've kind of had had access into the music business, and I've always had a bit of an interest there myself as well. I think I've probably been impressed by the sense of camaraderie, the kind of community feel to the whole thing, and that goes beyond just the performers. It's everybody. There's kind of a nice vibe there, and to do with music. And I thought, well, that'd be worth maybe considering. And it started off that I was just working on individuals just for sake of interest, really, and then it seemed to suggest that there should be a series there. That the pictures themselves could form a little community almost. Life drawing, for example, has always been a very good kind of discipline for painting generally, for any kind of representation. So it's always been useful, it's always been good, and there's always been people about, so it's handy. The difference, I suppose, between this and my normal work is that typically I would be alone in the studio. It's a fairly solitary business, whereas portraiture requires a person to be sitting in front of you, so there's a kind of there's a contact there, which is quite interesting. Often there'll be a music aspect to it. For example, when I was doing the painting of Henry McCulloch, he had his guitar with him. I wanted that more as a kind of a hinted at prop than anything else, but he just sat and played the guitar. I had my own private little concert. It was fantastic, and that's fairly typical. That's how it goes. It's oil paint. It's oil paint on canvas, so it's detail can often be at the cost of kind of texture and paint. So there's a kind of a battle going on all the time. It's important to keep it kind of the paint lively and the colour working and so on. And I've tried to take that over into portraiture as well. So don't really want to end up with something that looks like a photograph, but nevertheless it needs to be a likeness. So that's the challenge.